What's up everyone, I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all how to train your Pokemon for competitive battling. We'll go over EVs, hyper training, movesets, items, and natures. If you find this type of video helpful, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more VGC content. Now, let's get into it. To show you how to get Pokemon battle ready, I'm going to be training up this Hisuian Arcanine. Before we get started, it's important to look at the base stats for Hisuian Arcanine so we can decide what's the best way to train him up. Its attack stat is higher than its special attack stat, so we're going to train it as a physical attacker. In Pokemon battles, all Pokemon are set to level 50, so you want to make sure that you're leveling your Pokemon up to at least level 50, or you want to level it up to about where it learns all of its crucial moves. You level up your Pokemon by using rare candy or experience points, both of which you can find just roaming the map of Paldea or as rewards in raid battles. Now let's take a look at Hisuian Arcanine's individual values, also known as IVs. Scarlet and Violet really simplified this process, and I want to say for the most part you either want your IVs to be best or no good. If your Pokemon does not already have the perfect IV stat, you can hyper train it using bottle caps. Bottle caps can either be purchased at Delibirds Presents or they're given as rewards in raid battles. In order to hyper train my Hisuian Arcanine, I'm going to fly to this Pokemon Center inside of Montenevera. To fly here, we're going to run around to the back and we're going to find this guy standing next to an Abomasnow. And he's going to hyper train our Pokemon. I typically always hyper train its HP, defense, special defense. The speed will depend on how fast or slow you want your Pokemon to be. I want my Hisuian Arcanine to be as fast as possible, so I'm going to hyper train its speed. As far as its attacking stat, you basically want to hyper train whether it's a physical attacker or a special attacker. After you've hyper trained your Pokemon, this is what its stats are now going to look like. Hyper trained is the equivalent of best. Now I want to give my Arcanine a beneficial nature, and you can buy nature mints at any Chansey supply that you find in Paldea. I'm going to train my Arcanine to hit as hard as possible, so I want to give it an adamant mint. This is going to give it a couple extra points in its attack stat. Now we'll go on our bag, use this item, and it's going to boost the attack stat of our Hisuian Arcanine. And when we check its summary, you're going to see an up arrow for its attack stat and a down arrow for its special attack stat. Now let's talk about held items. I said that I want my Arcanine to hit as hard as possible, so I'm going to give it a choice band. This is going to boost the damage output by 1.5 times. Now let's get into the EV training. There are a few ways that you can EV train your Pokemon. The easiest ways are using vitamins, feathers, and mochi. Vitamins and mochis increase your EVs by 10 points. Feathers increase your EVs by 1 point. You have a total of 508 EVs to work with, and you can put a maximum of 252 EVs in one stat. I want my Hisuian Arcanine to hit like a truck, so I am going to max out its attack stat by giving it 25 protein vitamins. I also want my Hisuian Arcanine to be very fast, so I'm going to max out its speed stat. The remaining two EVs, I am going to use some feathers. After maxing out its attack stat and speed stat, I have 4 EVs to work with, so I'm just going to dump those 4 in its HP. Hisuian Arcanine has 3 different abilities, and you want to pick the ability that best suits your build. My Hisuian Arcanine is going to be using some strong moves with a lot of recoil, so I want to change its ability to Rockhead so that I don't take any recoil. Rockhead is a hidden ability, so in order to change to a hidden ability, I need an ability patch. To get the most amount of damage, I'm going to be selecting moves that give me same type attack bonus, otherwise known as stab. Once we change our Tera to normal, our extreme speed is going to hit like a truck. I also gave it Flare Blitz and Rock Slide, and for the last move, I wanted to know Head Smash. Head Smash is an egg move, so I have to host a picnic while Arcanine is holding a mirror herb so that I can teach it Head Smash. The mirror herb can be found inside of your battle item slot. So all I'm gonna do is give it to them, host a picnic, make sure you have an empty slot in your Hisuian Arcanine. Oh, did you teach Arcanine to move? Thank you. And now, just like that, my Arcanine knows Head Smash. After that's done, I'm gonna make sure that I give Arcanine his choice band back. The final step is to change Hisuian Arcanine's Tera to normal. And in order to do that, we have to fly over to this cafe in Medali. Once you fly to the Pokemon Center, the cafe shop is right next to it. There are a few ways that you can get Tera shards. You can get them through Tera raid battles, or you can pick them up in the Blueberry Academy map. In order to change a Pokemon's Tera, you need 50 Tera shards. It might sound like a lot, but in the Blueberry map, you pick up about 12 to 15 Tera shards at a time. Completing raids with friends can also make the task less daunting. And now we have a battle-ready Pokemon. If you need to double check your work, you can do so using Pokemon Showdown. All you have to do is plug in the values for your Pokemon, and you want to double check that final column is lining up to what you have in the game. I hope that you all found this video helpful. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more VGC content. And I will see you all in my next one.